Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins All World, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and uncover hidden treasures. Today, we've got an incredibly exciting coin to talk about, the 2004 Washington quarter dollar. Now, you might be thinking, it's just another quarter, right? Well, think again. This seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth far more than its face value, and today we'll explain exactly why. Stick with us as we unravel the mystery of the 2004 Washington quarter dollar, and by the end of the video, you'll see just how much this little coin could be worth. Let's start by taking a closer look at the history behind the Washington quarter dollar. First minted in 1932, this coin was introduced to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. Over the years, the design of the quarter has evolved, but the obverse side, showing Washington's profile, has remained a constant feature. On the reverse side, the iconic eagle has appeared in various forms throughout history, but in 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program, where each year, 5 new quarters were released, each showcasing a design representing a different state. This program was a huge hit with collectors and the general public, bringing a lot of attention to the quarter series. In 2004, the state quarters series was still going strong, and it featured 5 new designs to represent the states of Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Each of these coins had its own unique design that paid tribute to the history, culture, and landmarks of the respective state. These coins were minted in large numbers and were widely circulated across the United States. However, as with many coins, some of these quarters have become highly sought after by collectors, especially in perfect or uncirculated condition. That's where the potential for a big payout comes into play. So, what makes the 2004 Washington quarter dollar so valuable, you ask? Well, there are a few key factors that make certain examples of this quarter worth much more than you might think. The first factor is the coin's condition. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Most of the 2004 quarters that you'll find have been used in everyday transactions and are in worn, circulated condition. These coins will generally be worth only face value, around 25 cents. However, if you're lucky enough to have a 2004 Washington quarter dollar in uncirculated condition, the value starts to climb. These coins, which have never been in circulation and show no signs of wear, are far rarer and more desirable to collectors. But here's the real kicker: some 2004 Washington quarters have unique features or errors that make them even more valuable. Minting errors can occur during the production process, and when they do, they can lead to some incredibly rare and valuable coins. For example, some 2004 quarters were struck off-center, meaning the design on the coin is not aligned properly. Others might show doubling in the design, where certain features, like the date or the lettering, appear to be stamped twice. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value, as collectors are always on the lookout for one-of-a-kind pieces. Another reason why the 2004 Washington quarter dollar might be worth more than expected is due to its rarity in certain conditions. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters, finding one in pristine, gem-quality condition is a challenge. Coins that have been stored properly, in protective holders or display cases, are much more likely to remain in near-perfect condition and thus be worth more on the market. As time passes, more of these coins get circulated, damaged, or lost, which makes well-preserved examples much harder to come by. Now, let's talk about the value. When you think of a quarter, you probably don't imagine it being worth thousands of dollars. But if you're lucky enough to own a 2004 Washington quarter dollar in exceptional condition, especially one with a minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, depending on its condition and any errors it might have, the value of a 2004 Washington quarter can range from a few dollars to thousands of dollars. And now, for the most exciting part of this video: if you happen to own one of these rare 2004 Washington quarter dollars in pristine condition or with an error, it could be worth an incredible $47,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000. That's a huge payout for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. The value of a coin can change dramatically based on its rarity, condition, and any unique features it might have. If you happen to have one of these special quarters in your collection, you could be in for a significant financial windfall. So, how can you determine if your 2004 Washington quarter dollar is worth that much? The first step is to examine its condition. Is it in uncirculated, mint-like condition? Does it show any signs of wear or damage? Next, check for any minting errors. Look for things like off-center strikes, double stamps, or other irregularities in the design. If you spot anything unusual, it could mean that your coin is a rare and valuable find. Lastly, consider getting your coin professionally graded by a numismatic expert. Grading will provide an accurate assessment of your coin's condition and help determine its true market value. In conclusion, the 2004 Washington quarter dollar may seem like a simple coin at first, but when you start to look closely at its condition, minting errors, and overall rarity, you'll see that it has the potential to be worth a lot more than you might have imagined. Whether it's in perfect condition or features a minting error, this coin could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. So, the next time you come across a 2004 quarter, take a moment to check it out carefully. You could be holding a valuable treasure in your hands. Today, we're talking about a coin that may not seem like much at first glance, but could be hiding a surprising amount of value. That's right, we're diving deep into the 2002 Washington quarter dollar. Now, you might be thinking, a quarter from 2002? Isn't that just an everyday coin? Well, stay tuned, because we're about to uncover why this coin could be worth a lot more than you'd expect. Let's start by talking a little bit about the history of the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, this coin has been a staple of American currency for decades. Over the years, the design of the Washington quarter has remained largely unchanged, with Washington's profile on the obverse side and the eagle on the reverse. However, in 1999, the U.S. Mint kicked off the 50-state quarters program, which released new quarter designs to represent each state, one at a time. The program was hugely successful, capturing the interest of collectors and the general public alike. By 2002, the State Quarters series was well underway, and the quarters released that year represented the states of Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, and Indiana. Each of these coins showcased a unique design that reflected the state's history, culture, and landmarks. These state-themed quarters were minted in large numbers, but did you know that some of them are worth far more than just 25 cents? Today, we'll explore how a simple 2002 Washington quarter dollar could potentially be worth thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Now, let's take a closer look at the factors that contribute to the value of a 2002 Washington quarter dollar. While most of these coins are still in circulation and have been well used over the years, there are a few important details that can make some of them highly valuable. The first and most obvious factor is the condition of the coin. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. If you have a 2002 quarter that's been circulating in your pocket for years, it's likely worn, scratched, and has lost some of its luster. But if you happen to own a 2002 Washington quarter dollar in uncirculated, gem-quality condition, you've got a much rarer and more valuable coin. Uncirculated coins are those that have never been used in everyday transactions. They typically show no signs of wear, and their details are crisp and clear. Since most quarters from 2002 were circulated widely, finding one in pristine condition can be a challenge. That's why collectors are always on the lookout for these rarer, uncirculated examples. And if you happen to have one, the value will be higher than just its face value of 25 cents, but here's where things get even more interesting. Some 2002 Washington quarters feature minting errors, and these error coins are highly sought after by collectors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production, leading to unique and sometimes strange features. For example, some 2002 quarters were struck off-center, meaning the design on the coin was misaligned during the minting process. Others may have double strikes or misprints in the lettering or images. These errors are rare and can make a coin significantly more valuable, as collectors are always on the hunt for one-of-a-kind pieces. In addition to minting errors, the 2002 quarters were produced at various U.S. mint facilities, and depending on the mint mark, some can be more valuable than others. For instance, a quarter with the D mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, while a quarter with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While the majority of 2002 quarters were minted in Denver, those with the Philadelphia Mint mark are somewhat rarer, and their value can be higher, especially in uncirculated condition. Now that we've covered the key factors affecting the value of the 2002 Washington quarter dollar, let's talk about how much it could actually be worth. Most 2002 quarters, in average circulated condition, are only worth their face value, 25 cents. But if you happen to have a coin in exceptional condition, one that's never been in circulation, you could see its value rise to several dollars, especially if it's a rarer version or has a minting error. But here's the real surprise: if you've got a 2002 Washington quarter dollar in perfect, uncirculated condition, or one with a minting error, it could be worth an amazing $44,000. Yes, you heard that right, $44,000. That's right, a single quarter from 2002 could be worth more than some people's homes, and all it takes is the right condition or a rare minting mistake. Whether it's an off-center strike, double die, or simply an uncirculated gem, this small coin has the potential to fetch a small fortune. So, what should you do if you think you might have a valuable 2002 Washington quarter dollar? The first step is to inspect the coin closely. Look for any signs of wear or damage, as well as any minting errors that might be present. Check the mint mark to see if it was minted in Philadelphia or Denver, and determine if the coin appears to be in uncirculated condition. If you think you found something special, it's always a good idea to have the coin professionally graded. Numismatic experts can assess the condition and rarity of your coin, giving you a better idea of its market value. In conclusion, the 2002 Washington quarter dollar might seem like an ordinary coin at first, but when you consider its condition, potential minting errors, and its rarity, it becomes clear that this coin could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Whether it's a perfect uncirculated specimen or a unique error coin, a 2002 Washington quarter dollar can be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. So, next time you come across a 2002 quarter in your pocket change, don't just pass it by. Take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands, waiting to be discovered. Today, we've got an exciting and valuable topic to discuss, something that might just be hiding in your coin collection or perhaps in your pocket change right now. We're talking about the 2000 Washington quarter dollar. Yes, this coin, which you might think of as just another quarter, could actually be worth a lot more than its face value. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at how much a simple 2000 Washington quarter dollar could be worth. Now, let's dive into a bit of history. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. This coin has seen many different variations over the decades, but what makes it special in recent years is the state quarters program. From 1999 to 2008, the U.S. Mint released a series of state-themed quarters, each one representing one of the 50 states. These quarters became wildly popular and are considered a huge part of numismatic history. The 2000 Washington quarter dollar falls right in the middle of this iconic series, and there's something about this particular coin that makes it stand out. The quarters minted in 2000 were part of the ongoing state quarters program, specifically the quarters representing South Carolina, Maryland, and Virginia. Each of these coins features a unique design that highlights important aspects of the state's history or culture. For instance, the South Carolina quarter features a striking image of a Carolina wren, which is the state bird. The Maryland quarter showcases the state's colonial history with a depiction of the Maryland State House. And the Virginia quarter pays tribute to the state's historical significance with an image of the state's famous Jamestown settlement. Even though these coins were produced in large numbers, it's important to remember that not all 2000 Washington quarter dollars are created equal. While most of them are still circulating in everyday transactions, there are some special examples of this coin that can be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. So, what makes a 2000 Washington quarter dollar valuable, and why are some of them worth so much? The first and most important factor in determining the value of a 2000 Washington quarter dollar is its condition. Coins that have been in circulation for a long time will often show signs of wear and tear. Scratches, discoloration, and fading of details are common in quarters that have been used in daily transactions. However, if you happen to have a 2000 Washington quarter dollar that's been carefully stored and is in uncirculated condition, you're already looking at a coin that's far rarer and more valuable than one that's been through hundreds of hands. Uncirculated coins, also known as mint state coins, are those that have never been used for spending. They are still in the same condition they were when they left the mint, showing no signs of wear or damage. A 2000 quarter in uncirculated condition is much rarer than those that have been circulating for years, and as a result, it holds more value. Collectors are always searching for coins that are in pristine condition because they are harder to come by, especially coins that have been released in large numbers like the 2000 Washington quarter. Another reason why the 2000 Washington quarter dollar can be worth more than just its face value is due to the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production process, leading to unusual and sometimes unique features. These errors can include misstrikes, off-center designs, double dies, or other abnormalities that make the coin stand out from the standard issue. Minting errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare, and finding a coin with an error can dramatically increase its value. For example, a 2000 Washington quarter dollar with an off-center strike or a double die error would be worth much more than a coin that was struck correctly. These rare varieties are particularly valuable to collectors who specialize in error coins. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these error coins, it could significantly boost the coin's market price. Now, let's talk about another factor that makes the 2000 Washington quarter dollar worth money: the mint marks. The U.S. Mint produces coins at different locations across the country, and each location has its own mint mark. For the 2000 quarters, there are three primary mint marks to look for: the P mint mark for the Philadelphia Mint, the D mint mark for the Denver Mint, and the S mint mark for the San Francisco Mint. While the most common mint marks for the 2000 quarter are the P and D, the S mint mark is much rarer and often carries a higher value. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which are struck with a higher level of detail and finish, making them more valuable. So, you're probably wondering, how much is your 2000 Washington quarter dollar worth? Well, the value of the coin largely depends on its condition, rarity, and any minting errors it may have. A typical 2000 quarter in circulated condition is worth face value, just 25 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated coin in pristine condition, or even better, a coin with a rare minting error or an S mint mark, the value can skyrocket. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the big reveal. If you own a 2000 Washington quarter dollar in exceptional condition, or better yet, one with a minting error or a rare mint mark, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $40,000. That's right, $40,000 for a single quarter. Imagine finding one of these rare coins tucked away in a box of old change or perhaps hidden in your coin collection. It's a staggering amount of money for such a small coin, but that's the beauty of rare and collectible coins. They hold incredible value, and you never know when you might stumble upon one of these hidden treasures. So, how do you know if you've got one of these valuable 2000 Washington quarters? Start by inspecting the coin closely. Look for any signs of wear, but more importantly, examine the details carefully. If it's in uncirculated condition, that's a good sign. Check for any minting errors, such as off-center strikes or doubling. And finally, look at the mint mark to see if it's a rare S or a regular P or D. If you think you might have a valuable coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a numismatic expert. They can assess the condition and rarity of the coin, and give you an accurate idea of its true value in today's market. In conclusion, the 2000 Washington quarter dollar may seem like just another ordinary coin, but it has the potential to be worth far more than you might expect. Whether it's in perfect, uncirculated condition, has a rare minting error, or carries a special mint mark, this quarter could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, the next time you come across a 2000 Washington quarter, take a moment to give it a closer look. You just might be holding a small fortune in your hand. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on another exciting coin discovery. Happy collecting, and good luck with your coin hunts!